how respect strengthens trust and blossoms into lasting love. In today's world filled with emotional uncertainty, external pressures, and constant disconnection, respect stands out as one of the most powerful yet underestimated forces that can shape our lives. It is the quiet strength behind lasting trust, meaningful love, and personal dignity. If you're wondering how to build a strong and enduring relationship, whether with a partner, a friend, or even yourself, then it starts here: respect. Let's begin with a simple truth. Without respect, there is no real trust, and without trust, love cannot truly flourish. Many relationships fall apart not because love has faded, but because respect has eroded. Respect is not just a nice gesture or a polite word, it is the foundation of every strong emotional bond. It touches everything: your sense of self, your integrity, your emotional intelligence, your relationships, and ultimately your future. Self-respect. The root of everything. Respect starts within. It begins with how we treat ourselves, speak to ourselves, and value our own presence. Self-respect is the foundation of a healthy, successful, and emotionally resilient life. When we respect ourselves, we set boundaries, we know our limits, and we recognize our worth. This creates an inner strength, one that allows us to face rejection, criticism, failure, betrayal, heartbreak, and success with grace and balance. Psychologists agree that self-respect helps us develop emotional regulation, better decision-making, and stronger interpersonal boundaries. It prevents us from settling for less than we deserve and saves us from situations, environments, and people that drain us. With self-respect, you learn to recognize when you're in the wrong place or surrounded by the wrong people, and you have the courage to walk away. You stop wearing masks just to be accepted, and instead, you start attracting the right people who appreciate you for who you are without conditions. Respect creates clarity and connection. When you respect yourself, you begin to understand your abilities, your flaws, and your purpose. You know your behavior, your emotional triggers, your boundaries, and most importantly, you learn where you belong. This clarity influences how others perceive and treat you. You no longer allow situations that damage your image, your mental health, or your life path. That's the beauty of respect. It reflects outward. The way you treat yourself sets the tone for how others will treat you. It defines your relationships, your choices, and your overall success. Respect in relationships. The foundation of trust and love. Let's look at love and trust from another angle. Imagine loving someone deeply, but not being able to trust them. Could you build a life together? Most likely not. Now, imagine you love and trust someone, but there's no mutual respect. What does the future hold for such a relationship? In my experience, it leads to emotional damage and failure. It is even more painful to live with someone who doesn't respect you than with someone who doesn't love you. Respect is what protects love from becoming toxic. It's the force that allows people to communicate openly, honor boundaries, listen without judgment, and stand by one another during the hardest times. A respectful relationship is where your dignity remains intact, where your voice is heard, your values are honored, and your soul is safe. Respect is not easy, but it's worth it. Let's be honest. Respect is not something we're born with. It's not an automatic feature in our emotional software. It's a skill. It must be learned, practiced, and lived every single day. It takes time and intention, but the results are powerful. Respect is more than kindness. It's more than holding the door open or helping someone cross the street. Those are gestures of kindness. But respect is deeper. Respect transforms you. It helps you evolve into a better person every day. It builds your character. It teaches you humility. It helps you succeed. It saves your relationships, your career, your image, and even your mental health. Respect is self-awareness and control. When you respect yourself and others, you no longer feel the need to scream, argue, or prove your point aggressively. Think about it. Children scream because they have no other way to express discomfort. But adults? We have language, emotional maturity, and the ability to communicate. So why do we still scream at each other? Often it's due to ego, lack of respect for different opinions, or an inability to handle rejection. But with respect, we approach conversations with calm, with openness, and with empathy. We stop needing to win, and instead, we start listening to understand. Respect in a broken world. We're living in a time marked by division, pain, hatred, war, financial instability, and emotional burnout. In a world like this, respect becomes our shelter. Without it, we lose trust. And without trust, love vanishes. We stop seeing the human behind the opinion, the story behind the face, the heart behind the anger. When you practice respect daily, starting with yourself, you begin to restore not just your personal life, but a little part of the world around you. You show up with grace. You reflect dignity. You inspire others to do the same. Final thoughts. Practice respect. Like a ritual. Don't underestimate what this small word can do. Practice it as a daily ritual. Respect your body. Respect your time. Respect your emotions. Respect your dreams. Respect your failures, and respect every human being you cross paths with. Respect creates the full picture of who you are. It is what people see when they look at you. It is your legacy. So before you demand respect from others, make sure you're already giving it to the person in the mirror. That's where true love begins. That's how trust is built. That's how we create real change. Please share your thoughts and comments. Your voice is valuable to all of us. Let's inspire each other. Thank you.